So we got a situation that we've seen time and time again, and that is that the average American can afford $1,000 emergency expense. And in as much as that is true, we also need to see the other side where people are actually spending so much money on a car. And I think this is something we need to talk about, especially for those of you who might have, might be looking for ways to build wealth and invest and save. You have to understand that there are two options. It's either you make more money or you spend less money, right? Because the reality is, if you make a lot of money and you spend a lot of money, you won't have any money saved. On the other hand, if you make a little bit of money, but you save diligently and you invest in a smart way, you are likely to still build wealth over time. So this is the article that this was a while ago, a year ago now. All right. But here's the interesting thing that needs to be mentioned. And as you can see, more drivers have $1,000 plus car loan payments. Here's what buyers can expect in 2026. And this is, quite disturbing, seeing, that the average person can have $40,000 savings, for an emergency. But you have this other group of people, I'm guessing, who are able to pay $1,000 plus towards a car note. Now, here's the truth. Not all the people who are in this bucket are able to actually save $1,000 towards an emergency expense. That's the reality of it. A lot of people still make, they call it dumb decision, where you buy an expensive car you cannot afford, but because you want to, impress the people who don't even care about you, you go ahead and make this purchase. And this is the reason why a lot of people can't save. This is the reason why a lot of people cannot invest. This is the reason why a lot of people can't build wealth. And you have to ask yourself, you have to think for yourself. Let's forget what your friends will say. Let's forget what your family members will say. Let's forget what you want other people to think or feel about you. The reality is, who are you deceiving if you are driving around in a car that you're paying $1,000 plus car notes, right? Car loan payments towards a car that at the end of the day, if it breaks down, you can't even fix it. You can barely afford to put gas in it. And this is the reality that a lot of people live. Hence the question I ask myself every time, when I'm trying to do something, if it's not business related, if it's not investment related, I'm asking myself, this purchase that I'm about to make, how is it going to add value to me? How is it going to add value to the things I'm doing? How is it going to add value to the people around me? Because at the end of the day, my goal isn't to impress the next person. My goal isn't to impress my neighbor. My goal isn't to impress my family members and all that. Because the truth is, if these people truly care about who you are and what you believe in and what you stand for, they won't really look to take advantage of what you have or what you try to portray. All right. And at the end of it all, you will be the judge, right? You will be the person who has to face the hardship when it comes, because you've decided to spend all your money on things that are irrelevant. Ask myself the question, why would I want to pay $1,000 towards a car note? I better be making a lot of money, like a lot of money, to justify paying that type of money towards a car. And like I said, I'm not saying that it's wrong for everybody to do that. No, I'm saying that it is wrong for some people to do something like this. When you can afford this kind of payment, you can afford $1,000 savings in your towards an emergency expense, but you are pretty much putting money to the bank towards something that is actually losing value, an asset that is going down in value. Every single day that car is depreciating. So no matter how much you try to pay towards the car and pay it off, or maybe how well you take care of the car, it's still going to lose value. And here's the thing. If you are talking about cars that actually go up in value, the reality is that you won't buy those cars on a loan, because the interest alone would erase how much equity you can build over time on that type of car. So I cannot justify somebody using a loan towards a car that will likely go up in value. You have to remember your notes, your car loan can be around 6, 7, 8% and even higher. So chances are you are likely not going to beat that amount, even if you bought the car, hoping that you can flip it and sell it again, right? But that's just my own 2 cents about this topic. If you find value in this one, don't forget to drop a like on it, and I'd love to see you in a future one.